Hey guys, so instead of doing, my projects with dealing with CAD and Revit, I decided to take a break. I spent a solid, I don't know, like hour on it. But I really wanted to continue working on this remodeling, what's it called, playlist, because, I feel like it's really important. Or at least, I think you guys can definitely learn things from it, that's for sure. Before, when I started playing Minecraft, I was the guy that, I'd build, really big buildings, but they were all just wall. It looked stupid. And, I never really had someone to be like, well, here's some ideas that, help expand your creative building design. So I definitely enjoy the fact that I can share with you guys my experiences on what I think could work. Now, as you notice, I put torches up. The reason why I did a 5x5 is because look at that. It just centers out perfectly, creates perfect lighting in every which direction. If you really just want one spot darker, you can always create that to have a darker feel to it, or even if you want to do just one section like that, and it's a light, if you look from the outside, it brings you in. It's dark around here, and then it's really bright right there. Honestly, too, you also do something do that. Now that whole section is really dark, but oh my god, is that a zombie with gold armor? Quick pause from the remodeling bit. I want to see this. What the heck? What? Is that wearing chainmail? Oh, this is glowing armor. He's got fancy gold armor, guys. Alright, sorry. I really want to kill this guy. I want to see what he drops. Okay, he's not gonna die. He's got too much armor. Okay, sorry guys. I got really excited about that. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying before with lighting, it depends how you want your atmosphere to feel. I like this. It's a natural bowing outward lighting that looks really nice and draws you in. But I'm going to ruin it right now. You want to know how? Taking this and building it up. Now it's also going to create this more darker feel over here. Notice how the top here it's getting darker? Because what happens is, obviously the light hits off that, contracts off these corners outward. So it creates a nice look. Now it looks a little tight on space, I know. That's because we're actually going to be taking this and creating a second level. Because I really like the idea on that last episode of doing that. Now, whenever you do if you're going to do a ladder going up to the next level, always use the same material going up until you hit the floor. For I don't know why. I think it looks nicer that way. Yeah, you have that, but you can easily hide that. You can easily hide this top block. All I really have to do if I want to, bam. And then actually, I do really enjoy how that looks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little section up here where you actually have little walking space, kind of trying to think what it's called. Kind of like a balcony on your roof. And then I'm just going to put some staircases on it. And it's going to look pretty. Oh, I forgot about that corner. There we go. Sweet. Now with roof designs, everyone likes theirs different. Some people don't even like using stairs to build their roofs. And I'm not going to be judgmental at if you don't want to do that, that's cool, I don't care. There's different kinds of roofs you can do though. Mine's a typical roof you'd see, but people would do stuff like this, 3, 2, 1. 3. There we go. This would be their roof, right? Then what they would do is they'd add that there, and add that there. And they do the same over here. Dang it. There we go. But when you look at that from a distance, I don't what about up here? That was like my biggest thing. Like, what can you do up there? Like, I don't think that looks good as a roof. Even if you would do like that. I honestly, I just don't like the look of it. That's why I just deal with, you know, your typical looking roof. So I think that looks a lot nicer. Like, I prefer that over that roof I just had there. Okay, but enough of that. Now to create the second floor, which is going to be an outdoor floor, which means we gotta like try to what's it called? Make it safe, so you don't you don't want to fall down there or anything, because you know that would be bad. But not only that, like this look, like adding some fencing around the edges here makes the building look more. This makes it look more interesting. Like I said before, like the whole purpose of me doing these videos is to help you create a building that looks more interesting. And now that I got that whole roofing there, this is actually gonna. Yeah, I'm actually gonna continue this one up instead of having the stair there. And I'll actually create this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seems good. And then we're just gonna sprout this out. But instead of using a whole block like I did for the last one, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use, if I can find it, the slab. There it is. Then we're just gonna slab the top, slab the top, slab the top. Oh, those are some big slimes. Holy cow. Can't believe how big they are. I think I slabbed out too much. Yep. Those slabs are gone. Pretty much it's gonna... Okay. Sorry. Lost my train of thought here. So I'm gonna just like... Oh, that's right. Freaking poop. I forgot that you can't connect a fence to this slab, which sucks. I wish that they could... What did I do? Oh, I don't want to do it. Actually, I can do it that way. It's not too bad. Sorry, guys. Whenever I build, I do this a lot. It'll be like, I'll try to show you guys something cool, but then I think of something innovative. So, well, maybe not even innovative. It's something like random, like this design I'm doing right now. So the whole purpose of this is, like I said, to create a more appealing looking home. And this is actually going to work out pretty nicely, because then this can be used for a matter of whatever you want, really. You can have like a crafting level, a sleeping level. Like, look at that right now. Like, right now it looks a little bare, and you're like, I don't know how to look at my home. Well, guess what? I'm going to make it look like it's sexy. By doing that, I will be adding all these stinking tiles in. But something that'll be interesting about this is, look at that. Actually, I can't even do that. Okay, there you go. Notice how, like, the, what's it called? The trunks, like, it stubbles out just a little bit. It creates more of a depthly look, I feel. It definitely makes it more interesting. So then you walk up here, and you're like, oh, this is cool. You can get up here, no problem. You can walk on top of it, no problem. I think you can do whatever you want up here. But you're probably not worried about it. You're probably worried about, well, how can I make this look cooler? Well, we're actually going to make these outsides whole blocks. And you know how I added vines before? Because I was going for more of a older looking styled home. Well, creepier looking at least. I'm going to take some vine again. Where do I want to put it? Instead of the door, okay. And we actually start throwing some of these on. You don't want to put like vines on every single one. Like, I think that would just look really redundant. If you add a couple on, what's going to happen is eventually, like, over time, I'll put one there. Over time, that's going to obviously grow down, and it'll create a more dead-looking environment, which will offer like some kind of shade, I guess. But now you're like, well, there's all this open space here. What can I really do with that? Well, It depends what you really want to do for your home. I like to keep it open, at least for this section, because I like having a doing like a closed open kind of building, closed open. Like the top will probably be more closed. Like all this will be is another round of. Actually, no, I don't want that up here. Because I want people to walk on here. Oh crap. So all I'm gonna do now is I got that done. What can I do to make this look better, you might be asking me? Well, heck, I don't know. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm actually gonna take the but yeah, I can still do that. I'll take the interior here, make some stony McStonin. And the only thing I actually don't like about this build right now is the fact that that's elevating. I'm trying to think of a way that I can. Well, that's not what I want to do. I don't want this to elevate. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna get rid of all this altogether and use, or do what I did before and use my trunks. Using my magical trunks, y'all. So nah. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, what? Nah. Oh, I can't do one there. Nah. Okay. That's one thing I do like about the trunks, though, that you can alternate them. I think it leads for more interesting design. Dang it. Okay, cool. Now you're probably like, well, Seth, that looks kinda out there. Well, yeah, but watch this. What I can do is create this spot right here and actually kind of like meld it together so like it looks like it belongs more there, kind of like a blend. Now as you can tell, I added a lot more of an appeal for the center here, fills up some of the emptiness. And what more can I do to it, you might be asking? Well, you see, I'm not gonna worry about it because I like it open like that, like I said earlier, but I'm gonna go up here a while. It's gonna be my little stone balcony. Now, with balcony, it can go either way. It depends how you like it. I like mine to face out the way of my entrance. So I'm actually gonna cut a hole here, and I'm gonna design this up a bit. And one thing I do recommend whenever you do like multi-story buildings is making sure that you're constantly using like the same material for the same things. Like, it's kind of cool because that's how that started, and look at that now. Like, slowly it's gonna become like this kind of like a hourglass of a building. It's gonna be pretty sweet once I'm done. So what else can I do to here now? Now that's the problem, but not really. I'm actually gonna cut this down again. Actually, no, I like it like that. One thing I'd recommend too, add some depth. You can add these walls out like here if you want to, but if you look at that, like just looking at that corner, it doesn't look as interesting because you don't have the shadows off casting. That you have the shadows casting. Now you're probably thinking, well, down here you have the lumber going to make it look cooler. Like, yeah, to create more depth. You can still do that up here. It's just gonna look a little more different, which is cool because I like different. There. We'll do these on the corners this time. Not poop. Not poop. There we go. And there we go. And there you go. Now you still have that creative looking depth that you want. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing as last time. I am going to create this wide looking roof. I don't know why I like the wide roof so much, especially when it's like so low to the ground, but I really enjoy it. It's really pagoda style or dojo style, or I don't know. I'm making things up now. There we go. But yeah, like pretty much like the biggest tip I can give you guys for designing a home is just think outside the box. be creative, create depth. I mean, yeah, you're always gonna have like your building, like if you're in survival, you're gonna have that building, like your first new building. And that's gonna happen. Like when I started this, you know how I had just those walls? Well, yeah, that's gonna happen. But this is like a over time, making it look better. Like if you plan on keeping a location you're at, like what you can do to make it look nicer. And pretty much it's all about the depth, guys. Like I can't stress it enough. Depth. Depth is what does this. Like if you don't add depth to your building, it won't look or feel interesting. Look at that. Like if I really wanted to make it interesting, like I could actually add more in the middle to make it like look more interesting, and actually I might end up doing that. Like just looking at these two here, it's like you add all this depth and it looks, it feels like feels cool. Like it's really hard to explain the feeling. Like it just looks really interesting, and it's like more of a home where you want to be in, as opposed to your basic, you know, noob home that we started with. Now what I should have done when I decided to do this video series was I should have decided to do these in steps, which means recreating this building like 100 times, but to show you like different ideas. That's 1 second, sorry. Okay. So we got the second floor done and the middle floor. Alright, the middle floor to the second floor is done. And this is where I'm going to keep it for right now until I make my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let me know down below. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you have any, like, real, like I said questions, obviously, but if you have any questions, like, involving this hardcore, like, how do you go about using the materials in a certain way to give it a certain look, don't be afraid to comment below, like I said, or if you feel shy commenting below, you can message me too. Like, I'm more than happy to help you guys out, because I was once that guy too, you know, that built those really bad looking homes. But now, like, after, like I said, after years and years of playing, I found some ways to make it look, like, make a home look more homely, more interesting. And that's pretty much it, guys. So, you know, I hope I see you guys in my next episode, which will be coming out, I don't know when, hopefully soon. Alright, see you guys. Take it easy.